This is the Jason Walker Show. Two-time National Sports Media Association Montana Sportscaster of the Year and three-time loser, the Jason Walker Show. The best local and statewide sports coverage, featuring the biggest guests from Montana.
Flint Rasmussen joining us here on the Jason Walker Show.
He's freaking exhausting, too. You used to dance a lot more. Yeah, I know, lady. I'm 51 years old now.
The NAI Hall of Famer Mike Van Diest joining us here, Jason Walker Show. And is it just a deal where quarterbacks have to be good golfers?
Well, that's all they have time for. They don't work out. They don't lift weight. They don't do anything else. They might as well go get on the golf course and at least have some fun.
And from across the country,
Doug Gottlieb, our guest here on the Jason Walker Show.
End of the day, remember, it's your show. It's got your name on it.
Howie Mandel, our guest here.
Jason Walker, deal or no deal?
the Jason Walker Show.
Hey, what up? Happy Wednesday. The Jason Walker Show, hanging out today in the Above All Handyman Services Man Cave. Got a big show coming up. We'll tell you about it in a second. You can watch on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. You can listen on Podbean, Network One Sports, and many more great places. Just go to jasonwalkershow.com. Our Twitter handle, @JWalkerSports. Our email, jason@jasonwalkershow.com. And our phone number is 406-209-1267 if you want to call or text and talk Montana sports or whatever's on your mind. First opening segment, brought to you by Montana Custom Log Homes. They are the premier log home company in the industry. 3 distinct divisions, so you can create the log home of your dreams and your budget. You've got milled, handcrafted, and timber frame. Over 50 years experience, and they will build you a home that will last forever. So get a hold of Montana Custom Log Homes at yourcustomlog.com to get started today. Coming up today, we're going to check in with Jon Burnett. The Senators of Helena have won 17 consecutive games. They haven't lost in the month of July. And we'll talk to him about that and look ahead to this week. Why are they being so good? Why have they been so good? I guess is the right way to say that. Also, the great Alex Eschelman will join us coming up. And she's got a connection to Major League Baseball going all the way back to the days before Babe Ruth was a Yankee. We'll talk about that and get an update from the Gallatin Valley. One of the two of the Bucks or Senators' biggest rivals are playing tonight, Bozeman and Missoula. So we'll talk to Alex Eschelman coming up, also on this day in history, and much more, including the walk-off, still to come. So the Open starts tomorrow morning. Coverage starts at like 1 a.m. Eastern time tonight. Over there in Scotland at St. Andrews, the old course, the origin of golf, and it's a bucket list, man. I'd rather play St. Andrews than the Masters, and I know everybody freaks out about Augusta, and it's it's beautiful. I'd love to play there, but bucket list St. Andrews. There's not many other great places overseas that I would golf, but that is definitely. And being Scottish heritage, you got to play over there at least once. So, who do you got? Is it going to be Rory, Scotty Scheffler, Xander Schauffele, who's won a couple of tournaments recently, including last week? Colin Morikawa, will he go back-to-back? Phil's going to play, I believe. John Daly is playing as well. So, and then everybody's talking about Tiger Woods. And saw this from golf.com yesterday on the Twitter. And it was, if Tiger Woods is going to contend at this week's Open Championship, it'll be because he conquers St. Andrews' unique challenges. And I'm like, won't that literally be the game plan for everyone? Right? If you want to win, you have to beat the course and everybody else. And got some responses. One, sarcastically, always got to have Tiger be the story. And a great buddy down in Billings, Senior Weezer on the Twitter said, let's cut away to 42nd place Tiger Woods putting for par on the 11th. Literally every golf announcer for the past 7 years or longer. Now look, I understand what Tiger did for the game. I've never been a Tiger fan. I just never have. I'm a Phil guy. But, I mean, if Tiger's in contention, TV ratings skyrocket. If he's not, they don't. But it's the Open. It's the last major of the year. Should be fun time to watch if you're staying up late. Definitely. NBC and Peacock have all the coverage. Golf Channel as well. Let's see. Speaking of golf, there is a great tournament this weekend in Billings. The Women's State Am is going on. Morgan O'Neill, former player at Rocky, currently the assistant golf coach, is the lone returning champ. She won it last year, or rather 2018, I'm sorry. But they'll play at Lake Hills. It'll begin Thursday, conclude on Sunday. Kylie Esch won it last year. Cameron Basie finished second. Esch will not be there, but Basie's going to be there, trying to win her first. Marcella Mercer from Kalispell, who's really good, was third last year. And Basie actually gets to play in the first round with her MSU teammate, Cora Rusanova, who plays second to Annika Dannenhauer in 2020. Another Bobcat golfer. That Bobcat golf team's got Brittany Basie's done a great job with that MSU golf team down there. So I know Anna DeMars is playing in it, local product. Good luck to her. And it'll be fun to watch. So if you're in Billings, go to Lake Hills and check out the Women's State Am. It's going to be a really, really good tournament for sure. Let's see. A team that added golf just so the Frontier could have 6 teams in the conference championship and send its representative to the NAIs, Montana Western, has some football news. Sports and Activities Complex received a major milestone recently of $1 million, bringing the total amount of donations to $3.2 million. So now Montana Western can initiate the land transfer and project design of its new football field and sports and athletics complex. There's 14 acres of land next to campus. John and Phyllis Erb pledged to the university back, 3 years ago. And a fundraising challenge was sent out, and now they're at $3.2 million overall. The youth in Beaverhead County will benefit, along with the students at Montana Western, the Montana Youth Challenge Academy cadets as well. You recently surpassed $1 million, a recent donation rather. So hopefully that'll be done. Montana Western, and they say, look, it's going to continue its relationship with Beaverhead County High down there in Dillon. They'll host some high school games and other events. So Montana Western, definitely looking forward to getting that new facility. And I've seen some of the drawings and talked to some people over the last couple of years. It's going to be awesome. They'll probably have turf. They'll probably have lights. And the Frontier. I mean, we're a month away from football starting, right? What are we, 45 days from the NAI getting going? Something like that? 46? How crazy is that? And we're still in the midst of baseball and PRCA and Northern Rodeo. But good luck to Montana Western raising that money, because that's very, very cool. Very cool. Let's see. You've got baseball tomorrow. Speaking of baseball, Bitterroot Red Sox. We talked yesterday about the Gallatin Valley Outlaws U11 squad. The Bitterroot Red Sox U10 will also head to regionals, as they'll head out to Kennewick, Washington as well. Beat Kalispell in the state championship game in Missoula. And so the Bitterroot Red Sox U10 team heading to regionals, as well as Gallatin Valley Outlaws U11 team, which is really, really cool. And I know we don't talk a lot about kids, youth activities or sports, but that's very cool. Saw the list today for the Montana Football Hall of Fame inductees for next year. Some of the ones we have to choose from. Holy cow. It's going to be a tight list. Had some great inductees this year, but man, next year's class, I don't know how we're going to limit it to 7 or 8. And I don't know how many Grizz are going in. I don't know how many Bobcats are going to go in. There's a lot of great Montana football that is represented at the Montana Football Hall of Fame. By the way, September 3rd, right here on the Jason Walker Show, live from Universal Athletic Service down in Bozeman and the Hall of Fame headquarters, we will announce the 2023 class before anybody else does. I know we just wrapped up last month, but we got to get it motion for next year already. So don't write that on your calendar. It'll be before the MSU Gold Rush game in Bozeman on September 3rd. We'll be announcing the 2023 inductees to the Montana Football Hall of Fame right here, Jason Walker Show. Can't wait. I think that's about it here. Opening segment brought to you by Montana Custom Log Homes, the premier log home company in the industry with 3 distinct divisions. You are also veteran-owned, woman-owned, family-owned and operated, and they know how to take care of you. They have over 15 different floor plans on their website under milled log, but you can go in with your own. And they'll work with you around your budget, around what you want to do to build you the perfect log home that's crafted to last for generations. Best craftsmen available in the state and probably the region, and over 50 years experience. Check them out. Montana Custom Log Homes at yourcustomlog.com. All right, take a quick break. We'll come back, and the great Alex Eschelman will join us. We'll wax poetic about sports with Alex next. Hang on, Jason Walker Show. We're coming right back on a Wednesday.
Strength, beauty, grit, superior craftsmanship. Our homes have it all. At Montana Custom Log Homes, if you can dream it, we can build it. With 3 divisions and over 50 years experience, we've got you covered. From a showcase home to a small cabin, we make your vision a reality. Because every cowboy wants a castle for his queen. Montana Custom Log Homes, crafting homes that last for generations.
Looking for something sweet before work? How about that fresh brewed coffee? Maybe a fresh baked cinnamon roll as you head in for another great day exploring. Then look no further than the Sweet Spot in Boulder. Whatever your pleasure, the Sweet Spot has everything to fix that craving. From daily specials and rolls to tasty cookies and more. Don't forget that caramel macchiato or espresso and many more of your favorite flavors. The Sweet Spot caters to the local community and cares about providing the best treats every day. Visit the Sweet Spot on Facebook or in Boulder at 102 North Main Street. Do you love to look at photos of Montana, from animals to landscapes and more? Are you looking for a place to get your senior pictures or family portraits done? Are you a business owner looking to upgrade the decor in your offices? Well, look no further than Mark LaRoe Photography. Mark has been shooting beautiful photos all across the Treasure State, from rodeos to portraits, and would love to work with you. Visit marklaroephotography.com to see many masterpieces of his work, then give him a call to schedule your own photo shoot. Or to purchase one of his fantastic pieces, stop by Spirit of the Big Sky Gallery on Custer in Helena. marklaroephotography.com.
Summer, the season to work hard, play hard. The days are heating up and getting longer. The smell of fresh cut grass, the hot sun on your skin. We kidding. We all know you're really thinking about having fun and relaxing at the Copper Club Casino. Meet your friends for a cold one. Play a $5 or $2. When you want great service, cold drinks, and fun entertainment, this is the place. The Copper Club Casino, where everybody knows your name any time of year. On Euclid, across from Molendi Center, the Copper Club Casino.
Everyone knows about Dinners Done Right and the convenience of the cook and carry cuisines. It's so easy to just stop by and you have something for dinner that night. But there's also one more thing you need to know about. Dinners Done Right Grab and Go Salad Bar. Yes, I said salad bar. Always the freshest ingredients, along with a daily soup and nacho bar too. So the next time you are in a rush or you just want to eat healthy, stop by Dinners Done Right for the soup, salad, and nacho bar. For monthly menus and more info, it's dinnersdoneright.com. L&P Grocery offers Boulder a convenient shopping experience, whether you're stopping in for a few things or stocking up for the week ahead. From fresh produce and meat to all the staples you need to feed your family, you'll find it here. L&P Grocery is also proud to have partnerships with local brands and carry products unique to the area. Stop by to exchange propane tanks, pick up fishing tackle, grab your prescription, or get your photo taken at the Pitcher Kiosk. They're delighted to be the one-stop shop for local area Boulder residents who want want to support local business. Visit lnpgrocery.com and at 215 North Main Street.
Who doesn't love being number one? When your team's dominating the standings, or your favorite band rocks the charts at number one, it feels good, right? Kind of like how it feels when you have auto insurance with State Farm. Because making you feel like number one is an honor your local State Farm agent takes seriously. Through the good times and not so good, your State Farm agent's proud to be here to help life go right.
Call State Farm agent Mike Miller in Helena today.
Store-wide savings are what you'll find when you shop for new home furnishings at Rucker's Furniture. This means tremendous values on Helena's largest in-stock selection of home furnishings. When you shop Rucker's, you'll find store-wide savings on the furniture you want for every room in your home. And you'll also find our selection of Serta iComfort, the most comfortable beds in Helena. 12-month financing is available with approved credit on most purchases over $299. Ask for details. You'll find store-wide savings at Rucker's Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena.
This is the Jason Walker Show.
Pocket.com.
Welcome back, Jason Walker Show, the Above All Handyman Services Man Cave. Still to come, we're going to talk with Jon Burnett. Helena Senators, 17 consecutive wins. A big game at home tomorrow. It's a non-conference game, but it's still big nonetheless. Is the winning streak important to Coach Burnett? We'll ask him coming up. This segment brought to you by Rucker's Furniture. Make the quality choice for your home at Rucker's Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena. I forgot I had this. So a couple weeks ago, we had all the Troy Strong blood drives across the state. And my wife went, and she saw little Troy, and Troy got my own little sticker, hashtag Troy Strong. So thanks, little buddy. Troy's doing great, doing fantastic, which is awesome. Great family, the Ross family. Speaking of coming from a great family, she has Major League Baseball connections. How and who? We'll find out when we talk to Alex Eschelman on the Mike Miller State Farm Hotline. All of our guests appear via the Mike Miller State Farm Hotline. It's not just a bundle. It's your home, it's your auto, it's your life. Mike gets that, and he understands it. And he'll treat you like his own family. Get a hold of Mike Miller State Farm in Helena today. What's going on down? Big game tonight. Down a doubleheader. Bozeman taking on Missoula in American Legion play. And how's our golf game? Let's find out. Alex Eschelman joins us now here on the Jason Walker Show. Well, Miss Alex, it is always a pleasure to chat with you. First things first, we're changing the name of this segment. But I haven't thought of anything. I thought The World According to Alex was pretty good.
I like that name. I very much like that name. And I apologize. I'm getting a call in here. So if my laptop decides it wants to make a sound, it might, but I don't think it's going to. I like that name. We're thinking on it. I think our goal should be next week having a new name.
Yes.
But, new season, new name.
There you go.
It's going to be a nice, fresh addition to the Jason Walker Show, even though it really doesn't need any sprucing up because I, love doing the show with you. So just excited.
Well, I thought it's Alex's World, We Just Live in It is a great segment name.
No. No. You're being too kind.
Well, it's because you are the best. And I've worked with a lot of TV people, a lot of radio people, newspaper people. You're just the best. You're fun. You have a good time. Byers is pretty cool. Sean Rainey's pretty cool. But you're the best.
Oh, Jason, stop it. So are you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
You rock.
How are you doing? I know I told you this today, but we are in the thick of baseball right now.
I know. You're. We're doing this a little early because you're heading off to Legion baseball. The Bozeman Bucks playing. But there's not a hotter team right now than the Helena Senators. 17 straight wins, including some over Bozeman. But man, oh man, this is heating up with just a few weeks to go left in the season.
Are we surprised, though, Jason? We talked about how good Helena was going into the season a month or two ago, and they've just simply delivered. Yeah. So in terms of Bozeman, and I love Coach Potke. I think he's great for the AA program and all of those guys on the who are a part of the program are so fun to hang around and cover, especially now this month when it's kind of the dog days of summer, and that's all that's going on. But I'll tell you what, not all that's going on, but it is one of the big things to do in town, and people love it. Heroes Park has been packed lately. It's had the summer heat. You could smell the hot dogs. And it's just been a great time. But they've definitely had an up and down season. They have a doubleheader today with the Missoula Mavericks, who have also had definitely rough parts within their season. I believe they're 1-5 in conference play right now. Bozeman's 2-4. So should be a battle, I guess, between some teams that are definitely not at the top of the chain, but they're matching up about the same.
They are, and Missoula has been one of those teams that is, like you said, up and down like Bozeman. I know they're struggling in conference play, but they beat Helena early in the season. In fact, they no-hit Helena earlier in the season, but Helena's reeled off like 11 straight against them since. Right. But this should be a great matchup because Missoula's got a couple of really good arms. Bozeman can hit at times, and I like tonight's matchup down there.
I do too. And it's going to be fun. I have so much respect for these guys who play, I mean, literally back to back. They're there all day helping set up, get warmed up, tend the field, all of that, get things ready. And then they first pitch is at 5, and then they just go right back into it at 7. So it will be interesting.
It's definitely going to be a fun time. I love Heroes Park. How many hot dogs do you eat at a doubleheader?
At a doubleheader? Well, if I'm working, I really don't hit up the snack shack.
Okay.
I just don't. I mean, I try not to, but I will say if I'm going all in, I would say, 2. I'm not going to say I eat 6 or something, probably 2. 2, but doctored up with the mustard and ketchup and the relish and the onions. Like you can't, no relish and no onions on a hot dog. No onions on a hot dog?
Oh, they go on burgers.
They also go on hot dogs. What are you talking about?
Well, I'm not a big onion guy, but I will put them on hamburgers, and I cook with onions. So
I'll give you that. Yeah, you have onions on a hamburger is a must, but as I've gotten older, you have to doctor up the hot dog.
I just can't get into the relish, though.
I understand. The relish is an interesting component there, but ketchup and mustard, of course.
Do you put sauerkraut on brats? Are you a kraut girl? Mm-mm. Okay, good.
No, I'm not a bit. No.
Okay.
Not there yet. Give me 5 years when my taste buds start to continue to just die off, and I'll like it.
Alex Eschelman joining us, ABC Fox Montana SWX sports reporter. Real quick with golf, Bozeman's Ramey Lloyd. I haven't seen him play, but how good is this kid? Because he's doing really well after 2 days at the high school national tournament down in Pinehurst.
So the last time I watched him, I can't really fully comment because I have not watched him in a while as well, Jason. The last time I saw him play, I want to say was sometime last season. It's been a while, but he's putting up numbers that you're kind of make your eyes widen a little bit. And we just played golf a couple weeks ago. You can only imagine playing with that guy.
Right.
We were all high on our game for the most, half of it just having fun in our scramble, and actually playing with him would really be an eye-opener about how we need to work on our golf game there a little bit. Me more so than you, but
well, I don't know about that.
He's doing great. He's crushing it, and it'll be interesting to see how he does in the remainder of this week.
And they get to play Pinehurst, which is a fantastic course. And in fact, Ryan Cutter, who was on yesterday, is playing Pinehurst in the first ever U.S. Adaptive Open this weekend down at Pinehurst, and it's an inspirational story. But anyway, back to Gallatin Valley sports. These were my Auto Contest Performance of the Week winners yesterday, but the Gallatin Valley Outlaws All-Star team is headed off to regionals next week after winning here in Helena last week at the state tournament. The U11 kids, and I know we don't cover a lot of kids, but that's pretty cool for the Outlaws in that area.
It is really cool. And I think that it's a testament to the way that baseball is, first of all, people love baseball in this state. Obviously, it doesn't allow for the best of weather at times, but it just is a testament as to the fact that now these high schools are going to have baseball. That's a very interesting conversation, but I do think that it's a popular sport in the state of Montana, and I think it's only growing, and that says it right there.
All right, you grew up in NorCal.
Yeah.
Are you like a Giants fan?
So this is my claim to fame, Jason. Okay. And yes, I did. This is actually one. I'm actually very mad at my family for this one, because I feel like we should have a shrine of this person, and my mom agrees because she's from Long Island. So my great-great-grandfather, his name is Ray Keating, and he played on the original Yankees team for the New York Yankees.
Whoa.
So back in the 1920s. So
he played with Babe and those guys.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
my gosh.
And and there was a Keating Day and everything. And I don't think I really understood who this person was until a handful of years ago. And everyone has little memorabilia pieces of his time playing for the Yankees scattered throughout our family. And I'm just like, why do we not have this as like the centerpiece of our living room? This is insane. So I would like to claim myself as a Yankees fan, but you can't do that when I also grew up in Northern California, and all of my family are big Giants fans. So, and now I'm going to throw another curveball at you here. No pun intended. Fox Sports Arizona interned with them and covered the Diamondbacks for an entire summer and absolutely loved it. Loved Chase Field, loved the D-backs, their organization, all the people, and they were great. So I'm scattered. I don't know.
Well, I'm a Mets fan, so all right.
We're talking about this, yeah.
Yeah. So here's your three greats. Is that what you said?
My wait, my different teams, Yankees, Giants.
No, your great-great-great-grandfather.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
My great-great-grandfather.
Oh,
So
great. Okay, so Ray Keating played from 1912 to 1919. He was 31-51 overall as a pitcher. ERA 3.29.
That's not a great overall record. We can slide that one out.
He pitched 130 games, but threw 50 complete games, 4 shutouts. He only gave up 13 homers. Of course, not many people were hitting homers back then. And he struck out, where's the strikeouts? He struck out, I just had 349 in those years.
Okay.
So not bad. Not
terrible. He was still on the team. Hey.
Yeah, 5'11", 185-pounder. His birthday's coming up in 8 days, July 21st.
Wow, Jason, you know more about my great-great-grandfather than I do at this point. I didn't even know.
Baseballreference.com.
I'm going to write that down so I can study up on that to make sure I know.
So he was born July 21st, 1893 in Bridgeport, Connecticut.
Yep.
And died December 28th, 1963 in Sacramento. He's buried at the St. Mary Catholic Cemetery.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where a lot of my family is buried. So
there you go. How about that? We're finding history out about Alex Eschelman.
We are. So that's our claim to fame for the major leagues.
I love it, though.
I am a scattered person, and you are a diehard Mets. Tell the story about how you became a Mets fan, because I like that story.
Well, it's just really weird. So in 1984 was my first year playing baseball in Bozeman Little League, and at Christie Fields there. Always holds a dear place in my heart. But I picked the team from each league because I didn't know anything. So I picked the Mets and the Red Sox. So 1986 was great. And then the Mets went on to win, and then I discovered I don't like the designated hitter. But I'm liking it in the NL now, I got to admit. Especially.
How so? How come?
Well, because pitchers just don't hit like they used to. I actually did a story or a paper in college prep writing my junior year on no designated hitter in the National League, because at that time the Mets were great pitching staff that could hit. The Braves with all those guys, Smoltz and Glavine and Matt, all those guys could hit. But I mean, you had Madison Bumgarner to cheer for as a Giants fan. I think he's got 12 career home runs. So
yeah, those were fun. Those were definitely fun days. I'll never forget 2012 sitting at my aunt and uncle's house, and my aunt and uncle, they are diehard Giants.
Okay.
Which is ironic because they're technically my grandma and grandpa, but okay, complicated. But anyway, so they were super excited, and yeah, that was there. I did grow up with some happy times, baseball wise.
For sure. Okay, we have a connection to San Francisco, you and I, and it has to do with Sergio Romo, who was the one of the great pitchers for the Giants in that run. He was it 2012? He closed out Miguel Cabrera with the strikeout on the slider. But I covered him his senior year in college at Mesa State, Grand Junction, Colorado. Great dude.
Wow.
He went 15-1. He had 121 strikeouts and 11 walks. That's how good he is. And he's still pitching. He's with the Blue Jays now. So
back when you covered him, did everyone know that this guy was going to be a big deal? Did you know that by watching him?
It was just a feel, yeah, and such a great dude. And you could just tell his intensity on him. He's only like 5'10", 5'11", which is the same height as your great-great-grandfather. But he just had – I actually got a hit off of him. I did a story, the difference between baseball and softball, fast pitch. And softball, hardest thing I've ever done in my life. But
believe it.
I took a hit. I got a hit off Sergio Romo. First pitch, I said, "Don't hit me." He hit me on purpose. That's how good his control was, Alex. He was.
Wow.
But you got to cheer for him, being a Giants fan. So kind of jealous there. But he had a great, great career, and yeah, you could just tell as a senior year that he was going to be something special.
That's so cool, Jason.
Yeah.
Great storytelling here today.
I know, right? It's not just, this is the world according to Alex. I mean, it's not just Gallatin Valley sports. We cover everything.
I love it. That's true.
I know you got to run quick, but have you done another golfing with the Bobcats story?
No, I'm hoping to,
Okay.
though. I'm hoping to maybe have Ty Okada. There are a good amount of guys on the team who golf, so I'm really going to have to I need to get that scheduled. But yes, we will eventually have another one, and the one with RJ will be airing here shortly.
What are we working on this week besides baseball? And you're getting ready for the Livingston PBR. Unfortunately, I can't go, but you got to be excited for that in Livingston on Saturday night.
That is true. So, yeah, I mean, you hit the nail on the head. Baseball and the Livingston PBR. I'll be up at the Big Sky Rodeo Friday night to cover that and kind of preview the PBR the next day. That will be really fun. And just a lot of baseball. Also, Montana State Volleyball has a kids camp going on this week. So we're wrapping up summer here, Jason. I don't want to say that yet because we still have a lot of summer to go. But
I know.
July, I do feel like it's the final month. August hits, and it's football season.
It is, and because summer camps or fall camps are going to start first week of August for a lot of teams, and it's here. I mean, we have basically 2 weeks left to kind of relax, be low key, and then fall sports are upon us.
I know. It's going to be so fun. I'm excited.
You're bright and summery today with your, I don't want to, is that
yellow?
Yellow? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. It is yellow. All right. Have fun at baseball. Sunscreen, stay hydrated, and enjoy a hot dog from me, will you? So you might have to have two tonight.
Maybe. We'll see. I'll let you know on next week's podcast or show here.
Perfect. Alex, thank you for your time. Have fun at Heroes Field, and we'll talk next week.
Thank you, Jason. You're the best. Talk to you later.
That is Alex Eschelman joining us via the Mike Miller State Farm Hotline. And that's where all of our guests appear via. It's Mike Miller State Farm in Helena. Get a hold of him for all of your insurance needs. Not just home, not just auto, not just life, all of it. Mike's great. Alex is great too. Looking forward to checking in with her next week. Got to get down to Bozeman and golf with her again. She's a blast on the golf course. So much fun. Lefty, though. She's a lefty. And it's just a weird... I mean, Phil Mickelson makes it look beautiful. But my son's lefty, too. And it's just weird watching a lefty swing a golf club that's not Bubba Watson or Phil Mickelson. So, anyway. Love working with Alex. She's the best. And I mean that. She is absolutely the best. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back and talk baseball. Helena Senators, 17 straight wins, coming on the heels of having won 14 straight earlier in the season. This is a team that won state last year. Are they going to repeat? We'll find out in 2 weeks. But when we return, we'll talk to Jon Burnett, the head coach. Segment brought to you by Ruckers Furniture. Make the quality choice for your home at Ruckers Furniture, 1010 Dearborn in Helena. Coming right back, Jon Burnett on this day in history, the walk-off, and more still to come. Hang on.
Store-wide savings are what you'll find when you shop for new home furnishings at Ruckers Furniture. This means tremendous values on Helena's largest in-stock selection of home furnishings. When you shop Ruckers, you'll find store-wide savings on the furniture you want for every room in your home. And you'll also find our selection of Serta iComfort, the most comfortable beds in Helena. 12-month financing is available with approved credit on most purchases over $289. Ask for details. You'll find store-wide savings at Ruckers Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena.
L&P Grocery offers Boulder a convenient shopping experience, whether you're stopping in for a few things or stocking up for the week ahead. From fresh produce and meat to all the staples you need to feed your family, you'll find it here. L&P Grocery is also proud to have partnerships with local brands and carry products unique to the area. Stop by to exchange propane tanks, pick up fishing tackle, grab your prescription, or get your photo taken at the Pitcher Kiosk. They're delighted to be the one-stop shop for local area Boulder residents who want to support local business. Visit lnpgrocery.com and at 215 North Main Street. Spring is fast approaching and summer is just around the corner, so now is the time to get those windows tinted at Auto Concepts as the sun starts to heat up. Tinting is the best way to keep the sun out of your little one's eyes driving down the road. Plus, it just looks cool. Auto Concepts is your exclusive 3M dealer for tinting as well as the best clear bras in town. Auto Concepts clear bras will not fade or yellow over time. And don't forget about suspension lifts and power steps for your rig too. Visit AutoConceptsHelena.com or check them out on Facebook. Auto Concepts, the auto enhancement professionals.
Strength, beauty, grit, superior craftsmanship. Our homes have it all. At Montana Custom Log Homes, if you can dream it, we can build it. With 3 divisions and over 50 years experience, we've got you covered. From a showcase home to a small cabin, we make your vision a reality. Because every cowboy wants a castle for his queen. Montana Custom Log Homes, crafting homes that last for generations.
Do you love to look at photos of Montana, from animals to landscapes and more? Are you looking for a place to get your senior pictures or family portraits done? Are you a business owner looking to upgrade the decor in your offices? Well, look no further than Mark LaRoe Photography. Mark has been shooting beautiful photos all across the Treasure State, from rodeos to portraits, and would love to work with you. Visit marklaroephotography.com to see many masterpieces of his work, then give him a call to schedule your own photo shoot. Or to purchase one of his fantastic pieces, stop by Spirit of the Big Sky Gallery on Custer in Helena. marklaroephotography.com. Looking for something sweet before work? How about that fresh brewed coffee? Maybe a fresh baked cinnamon roll as you head in for another great day exploring. Then look no further than the Sweet Spot in Boulder. Whatever your pleasure, the Sweet Spot has everything to fix that craving. From daily specials and rolls to tasty cookies and more. Don't forget that caramel macchiato or espresso and many more of your favorite flavors. The Sweet Spot caters to the local community and cares about providing the best treats every day. Visit the Sweet Spot on Facebook or in Boulder at 102 North Main Street.
Who doesn't love being number one? When your team's dominating the standings or your favorite band rocks the charts at number one, it feels good, right? Kind of like how it feels when you have auto insurance with State Farm. Because making you feel like number one is an honor your local State Farm agent takes seriously. Through the good times and not so good, your State Farm agent's proud to be here to help life go right.
Call State Farm agent Mike Miller in Helena today. Yes, it's true that Montana is a long way from the Gulf Coast, but you can bring that Cajun flavor home with a stop at Cafe Zydeco. From po' boys to classic sandwiches, Cafe Zydeco has all the best Cajun in town. Are you in the mood for seafood gumbo or crawfish etouffee? Maybe you're craving jambalaya with some shrimp and grits. Head in for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or call ahead for pickup or delivery. Cafe Zydeco will fix all your southern cravings, even on a chilly Montana day. Cafe Zydeco is a proud sponsor of The Jason Walker Show.
Summer, the season to work hard, play hard. The days are heating up and getting longer. The smell of fresh cut grass, the hot sun on your skin. We kidding. We all know you're really thinking about having fun and relaxing at the Copper Club Casino. Meet your friends for a cold one. Play a $5 or two. When you want great service, cold drinks, and fun entertainment, this is the place. The Copper Club Casino, where everybody knows your name any time of year. On Euclid across from Mobility Center, the Copper Club Casino.
TunePocket.com.
Welcome back to the Jason Walker Show.
Welcome back, Jason Walker Show. Final segment in the Above All Handyman Services Man Cave. Whatever you need done, whether it's tile work, bathroom work, remodel, painting, roofing, everything around the house and inside, they will get it done at Above All Handyman Services in Helena and in Colorado Springs. This segment brought to you by the Copper Club Casino. Warm drinks? No. Nobody wants a warm drink right now. Cold drinks, hot machines, and warm staff. There we go. Copper Club Casino on Euclid in Helena. Oh, my goodness. We got Jon Burnett coming up. By the way, tomorrow night, before we talk to Coach, they'll play, the Senators will play Great Falls. And I don't know what that was. They will have the first annual Jim Knight Memorial Award to one of the Senators players as they celebrate the life of Helena umpiring legend Jim Knight. Also going to honor tomorrow the Helena Babe Ruth 13U and 9U state champs as well. And some new tribute uniforms tomorrow at 7 o'clock. But they say get in your seat by 6:30 so you don't miss out on anything. Go to HelenaSenators.us for more info. Speaking of the Helena Senators, 17 straight wins, and it's all because of all three aspects of the game, pitching, hitting, and defense. And joining us now to talk about how great the pitching has been is the head coach, Jon Burnett. He joins us now on the Mike Miller State Farm Hotline, Jason Walker Show. Coach, life has to be pretty good for you and the coaching staff right now at the Helena Senators. How are you?
I'm doing good. Yeah, we're playing great baseball right now. Kind of where we want to be when the calendar hits July. We want to be rolling, and we seem to be playing really, really good baseball.
Do you remember the last time you guys lost in July? Was it a year ago or was it 2 years ago?
Yeah, no, I'm sure we dropped one last year. But yeah, I mean we've gone over a month now without facing defeat. That's not our goal, the winning streak, but it's definitely something that you gotta look at and be excited about.
17 games straight now, and you and I talked last week, and you were talking about after winning the Keith Sell, you weren't able to pitch a bunch of guys because the starters just went so deep, and one guy you mentioned was Hunter Bratcher. Well, he goes out the other night and throws a 2-hitter. I mean, I guess resting him worked a little bit.
It did. I mean, he actually he threw over there in Missoula as well and got a conference win. So he had 2 conference wins in 1 week. So yeah, being able to rest him and make sure he was fresh for those conference games paid off huge for us.
I did. Daniel Shepard over at 406 MT Sports did a lot of research yesterday after your doubleheader sweep on Monday. Well, 17 game. But anyway, your ERA as a team is down over a full run from where it was at this point a year ago. What are you guys doing different? I mean, I know the strikeouts are down, but the ERA is most important, and it's under 2.4, which is impressive.
Yeah, and really that was my question mark coming into this year was our pitching. We had Tenney and Bratcher coming back, but other than that, there were, our staff was pretty unproven at the varsity level. And then, the contributions we've got from guys like Luke Dowdy and Aaron Fuzezi and Mikey Hurlbert, Tyler Cutler. But they're guys that we had never seen really throw at the varsity level. So, yeah, they hopped right in and they're ready to compete. We're excited about what they've given us. And to kind of answer your question, we're really not doing anything different than what we did last year. And last year's pitching staff, I just think they were different type pitchers. Cy was a power pitcher. He threw some balls here and there more than I liked, but he had that strikeout stuff, where he could get us out of innings with strikeouts. So I think just our maybe our pitching, our pitching dynamic is a little bit different. We're more pitch to contact this year than we have been in the past, and they're doing a great job with it. I mean, there's so much swagger got to be going on. I know you guys are still low key, you're not getting too high, too low, but there's got to be a little bit of swagger when these guys step onto the mound every night. Yeah, they're a confident bunch. Really looking at that, I look at what Luke Dowdy has done. He was a guy. I think he had an inning and a half last year for us on the Senators, and he got roughed up by Missoula, and I believe he ended the game with a linebacker comeback off the elbow, and he wasn't very excited about varsity baseball last year with the taste he got. So we just kind of worked, building him, setting the foundation and building up that confidence. And now every time he gets out there, he goes out there with that mindset that he's better than the guy in the box, and that's really the way we've been pitching. We're just attacking guys, and good things are happening.
Well, and you and I have talked over the years about this, and it's cliche in the world of baseball, but with great pitching like you've gotten, the defense is comfortable, and the defense wants to make plays to help out the pitching staff, and it just seems to go hand in hand. When pitching's bad, the defense gets bored out there, the defense makes errors, but you guys haven't made a ton of errors because the pitching's been so good and the defense has been so good.
Yeah, one thing that might maybe get a little overlooked is just how good our defense is playing. Our outfield is, just phenomenal athletes. We have Manu Melo out in center field, and I kind of say he looks like a gazelle running around out there. I mean, the ground that he covers, and then we have Bratcher and Cockhill, and Hunter Wallace is doing a heck of a job in the outfield for us too. And they're multi-sport, athletes that succeed at anything they do. So really the defense has been huge for us as well. And that's one of the main reasons why our pitching, numbers are so good.
Well, like I said, it goes hand in hand, because I remember being in some games where the pitching staff's getting rocked. You're getting bored, whether it's second base or, you're always in action, but when they're throwing strikes and not walking guys and putting the ball in play, you're on your toes and making great plays. Switch over as we talk to Jon Burnett from the Helena Senators here. 17 games in a row that they've won, and I think 39-8 on the season or something like that, 38-9. But unbelievable. Obviously, you don't win games if you don't score, and you guys are able to put some runs up too. And I mean, that's got to go back, Coach, to defense, pitching, and then that third aspect of hitting, because everybody's just feeling confident at the plate, knowing that, a run or two, and we're going to get the job done.
It's definitely one of those things where I think our approaches at the plate and our mindsets are a little bit different, because we're not always having to dig ourselves out of holes. With our team's athleticism this year, really our mindset is if we can get a guy on base, we can steal a base, put a little pressure on the other team, and really, it doesn't take that ball off the wall to score us. They're just going in with the approach of, I'm going to take a good at bat, I'm going to make the pitcher work, And yeah, we do have some good sticks, but we're definitely not a power team, and really we're just playing to our strengths this year.
Well, and and with offense too, like I said, if you know that you're not always coming from behind, you don't always have to be the guy. Just contribute, because you know the guys on the other side of the ball are going to shut it down defensively and pitching staff wise. You can go up there with confidence and not pressure, as opposed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean that's hitting right there. One of the biggest parts of hitting is, the mindset when you walk up to the plate. If you're confident and you think you can hit, you've got a really good chance. But if you're kind of struggling and you're questioning yourself, you're probably not going to be very successful. So, the guys just having that positive, a little bit of swagger when they walk up there, it's been working out for us.
Jon Burnett joining us, Mike Miller, State Farm Hotline. You got Great Falls tomorrow. It's always a dangerous game, and it's always a dangerous time of the year to play these guys. And I know their numbers have been down a lot, but this is still a very good, solid baseball team.
Yeah. And tomorrow night's game, it's a non-conference, just kind of, middle or end of the season, get a non-conference game in. So, I'm sure we're not going to see their best arms, and we're going to do some stuff with pitching. We're not going to ride a guy deep into the game just because we're, gearing up for the conference games that come later in the week. So it's one of those that, it's a good opportunity for us to get playing time for everybody, and just run, the entire roster out there, because, when state tournament rolls around, you never know when a guy's going to go down, or you're going to need a guy to come up with a big, in a big spot and get a pinch hit for you. So just a chance for us to get everybody out there tomorrow night.
I know it's a non-conference game, and I know you want to get guys some playing time, but how important is it to keep that win streak going?
Yeah, honestly, it's really not. We 2 of our 4 games against Kalispell, we won those games with, Kenny and Bratcher and Mikey and Tristan, sitting on the bench. So, our younger guys are stepping up, and they're competing their tails off, and that's kind of stuff we love to see. So I'm going to roll it out there, and we're going to go play baseball. And if we win, we win. If not, not a big deal. We'll move on to the games on Saturday.
Yeah, it's not the end of the world for sure. You bring up the bench play, and the Helena Senators have done a great job over the last, 8 years since I've covered you guys, 9 years of developing talent. I know it starts with the reps and the independents, but you guys develop talent, and it just shows, because even though you might be on the bench at the AA level, you're still expected to contribute when you get in that lineup.
Yeah, I'm a firm believer in every member of our roster is going to play a huge role for us down the stretch. Just looking at what happened last year, we end up having to play 2 extra games than the Royals, because they got a bye. And, our pitching thing, we don't have, we don't have Cy, we don't have Ethan, those guys that we've kind of counted on all year. And we go out and, we beat Billings' number 3 starter with Cade Coate and Hunter Bratcher, who, had probably thrown about a third of the innings of those other guys. But, yeah, just to get them that time. And, Cade had done well for us in the Keystone Championship. So we had all the confidence in the world running him out there. And he went out there and competed. And, yeah, we were able to come home with state championship. So, yeah, like I said, you never know when your number is going to be called and when you need to step up.
We're exactly to the day 2 weeks from the state tournament starting down in Billings. You've got Lethbridge on Saturday. What's the message with a handful of conference games remaining?
Really, I mean, just go out and try to keep playing good baseball. Throw strikes, play defense, take good at bats. Seems to be our formula. I know it's kind of boring, but that's what we preach every day. That's what we're going to talk about here in 20 minutes when we start batting practice. Don't change what's working for us. So we've got a good mix of veteran returner guys that have been in the state tournament 2 years already. The past 2 years, and a bunch of young bucks that are getting their first taste of it. So we got a good mix, and we kind of keep it keep a good atmosphere around here. So we're just going to keep doing what we're doing.
Are you allowed to say Young Bucks? Because that's one of your rivals.
I know you were one of those Bozeman Bucks.
I was a Bozeman Buck. I used to wear the brown and orange before they had the cool colors of blue and red. I wore the original brown and orange colors, and I think they put the orange on it so we didn't get shot. It was like hunter's orange.
So I learned something there. I didn't even know the Bucks used to be brown and orange.
Oh yeah, it was one of the ugliest uniforms. The away jerseys were all brown with Bucks in orange and white, and then the homes were obviously white with like I think brown Bucks with orange lettering. It was I have to dig out the old uniform. I actually have my old number, old jersey, because we were the last team when I played to wear the brown and orange. And
nice. I'll have to talk with Pate and get some throwbacks.
There you go.
That'd be pretty cool.
The jackets, the pitching jackets and stuff, the warm-ups, bright orange. Bright orange. They were not good. So there you go. Little history for you. Hey, good luck tomorrow at home. You've got Lethbridge at home, and good luck on Saturday. We'll talk next week, Coach.
All right. Well, thank you, Jason. I appreciate the time and look forward to talking with you.
That is Jon Burnett, Helena Senators coach. They've won 17 consecutive. By the way, last year in July, the Senators went 22-15. So they lost 15 times last July, including a 9-game losing streak. And then they had like an 8-game win streak after that, and then ended up winning state. So there you go. You can't always judge a season by a week. All right, let's see. This segment brought to you by Copper Club Casino. Warm folks, cold beer, hot games. Stop in Copper Club Casino on Euclid in Helena. It is the best. I mean, seriously. Pop in at 5, pop in at 20. You may win 800. Gamble responsibly, drink responsibly. Let's do this.
We're almost at the end of the show. What did we learn? And what did he miss? Time for the walk-off.
The walk-off is presented by Cafe Zydeco, where the Big Easy meets the Big Sky. Best Cajun food this side of New Orleans. If you are looking, by the way, if you're a member of law enforcement, firefighters, EMTs, first responders, and you ordered lunch or dinner, you'll get a free beverage. Cafe Zydeco takes care of those that take care of us, and very much love our country and our military and our first responders. So stop in at Cafe Zydeco, give them your support. Say hi to Miss Lou. Let's see here. What did we miss anything? I don't think so. No breaking news. Oh, yeah, I think we got it all in. Had a good time. Had a great time today. Super, super fun, as always. I did want to mention this. There was a Bozeman kid, Alexandra Rolquin. She's 12. And recently out in Spokane won 2 gold medals at the USA National Karate Championships. She's only been competing for 15 months. Finished runner-up in the other. There was over 1,900 participants and won 2 gold medals. Has won, ended the competition gold medalist in Kumite, which is fighting, Kubudo, weapons disciplines, and took silver in kata, which is form. Congratulations to her. That's awesome. 12 years old. And just been competing for just over a year. Bozeman's, Gallatin's Ramey Lloyd finished 36th, moved up from 63rd to 36th at the National High School Golf Invitational. Shot a 73 today and finished in a 6-way tie for 36th out at Pinehurst, North Carolina. Lloyd went 78-75 and then the 73. Jake Albert of Blacksburg, Virginia won it by 20 shots over Lloyd. Lloyd will compete at South Dakota School of Mines and jump from 63 to 36. But Gallatin Stevie Voigt had a 73 to move up to 58th. Jacob Prigge from Butte shot an 88 and dropped into a tie for 137th. Montanans, 30th overall. And Gavin Klein from Gallatin finished 75th. Bozeman High's Eli Husky finished 264th. So nice job by Butte and Gallatin Valley golfers at the National High School Golf Invitational. That's awesome. Very cool. All right. The walk-off is presented by Cafe Zydeco, where the Big Easy meets the Big Sky. We'll do it again tomorrow. Big thanks to Alex Eschelman, Jon Burnett for joining us today. Don't forget to go to jasonwalkershow.com for anything you may have missed or want to rewatch. Thank you to our sponsors and, of course, our listeners and our viewers. You have made us one of the most listened to and watched podcasts really across the country. 49 states and 50 countries tune into this show all the time. Appreciate it. U.S. is number one, followed by Canada or Ireland, and then Canada. Those are our top 3 countries. 50 countries. Tomorrow, oh, you don't want to miss it. The great, legendary Flint Rasmussen will join us. We'll talk Livingston PBR, get an update on his life. That is tomorrow, 4 o'clock, right here. Jason Walker Show. We'll see you then.
The Jason Walker Show is produced by the Jason Walker Media Company. Any reuse, rebroadcast, or retransmission without the express written consent of the Jason Walker Show is